Hey Internet, I am back out again in Minnesota. I'm just below the Twin Cities, about a mile south of Le Sueur, Minnesota. And we are out here tonight in the hopes of seeing the Brewery Hill Spooklights. If you haven't heard of Spooklights, Ghost Lights, Will-o'-the-Wisps, they're floating orbs or lights that usually happen around country roads or train tracks. That's where they're usually seen. And if you can't tell from the names, they're usually associated with like ghosts or spirits. There's plenty of famous ones, like the Marfa Lights in Texas, and then there's the Paulding Lights in Michigan. And those are so reliable and consistent, you can go out like any night of the week and see them. The ones we're here for tonight, the Brewery Hill Spooklights, they're a little less reliable, less consistent, so it's entirely possible we may not see anything tonight. But it's a pretty cool legend, so we wanted to come check it out, why not? And it's supposed to happen at this stretch of train tracks right here. So we'll get out and I'll tell you the story. What we're looking for tonight is a red lantern. All right, here we are. This is where we pulled off. And the tracks are right here. These are active tracks, by the way, so if you want to come out, make sure you're paying attention. Don't want to get hit by a train. So this is called Old Brewery Hill because, you guessed it, at one point there was a brewery built out here in 1875. Eventually it burned down. And what was left was these cellars that went into the hill. And the urban legendy part of it is there was a hobo or transient or hermit, whatever you want to say, that made a home in one. And when he eventually died, you could still see the red lantern he used to carry. And you would see it along these tracks. Apparently there was even one incident, I don't know if this is actually documented, but there was an incident where a brakesman actually put the brakes on and stopped the train because he thought he saw a man with a red light out on the tracks. But then, when they went to check it out, no one was there. So the story I just told you is actually pretty similar to other spooklight urban legends. It's often like railroad workers carrying lanterns. Sometimes it's because they're looking for their own decapitated heads. People also say it's wandering spirits or like suicide victims. So I guess it's up to you if you find it more convincing when there's like a very common series between like some phenomena, or if you think it's more of an urban legend that kind of just is, you know, found everywhere, that kind of thing. Light phenomenons like this have been explained by light diffraction from vehicles. It was actually even replicated by some students up in Saskatchewan. They have a famous like ghost train up there, and they were actually able to replicate it. It was some kids' like science fair project. But whatever, that's not fun. It's ghosts. So we're gonna stay out here. We're gonna sit. And to be honest, I thought there'd be some waiting involved tonight. So I asked the good people of Instagram if they had any questions for me that I could answer. Basically, you know, I need some content. So yeah, I'll take a seat on the track here and answer some questions while we wait. I have never been like more aware of when it is or is not deer hunting season than when I've been coming out to do these videos in the middle of nowhere. Okay. So first one is, what's your favorite cryptid? Why do I have that weird, why do I put on some weird voice? Okay, it is without a doubt the Loveland Frogman. If you haven't heard of him, you should go read about it, it's really good. Basically I think it's like 2 cops and some kids playing Pokemon Go are the people who saw it. At different times, these are different sightings, but it's like a huge frog who is carrying a magic wand. Obvious winner. Yeah, Loveland, Ohio. I would love to go there and see that stretch of road slash the iguana who escaped from someone's room and is now roaming the marshlands. That's my favorite cryptid. So it is actually proper dark out right now, but this camera is just so good in low lighting that it still looks like it's like sunset. But it is actually like really quite dark. I can't see the end of the train track curve down there. I guess I can just look at it through my camera.
Oh, we did it. We found the lights.
You found it.
Did it.
It's me. Okay, the next question is, do you believe in ghosts and do you have any experiences? So, I haven't had any experiences, so that's kind of why I have to be like, I don't like super believe. I'm on the fence. I think it could be real. I think some theories about ghosts are really interesting. Some haunting stories, like stone tape theory, I think that's really cool. But yeah, I haven't experienced anything myself, and I feel like that's a big part of, I don't know, when you get really into paranormal stuff, it's because you had your own experience. Because just listening to people's anecdotes just kind of isn't almost enough. It's too personal to them. But yeah, I think it could. I also, by the way, I don't know that I want to have an experience. That'd be really freaky, and I feel like it kind of, if it's a really life-changing, scary thing, then no thanks. Maybe a red lantern will come down right there and I'll change my story in about 2 seconds. Next question is, where am I headed next? So I would really like to go see the Paulding lights, which I just mentioned earlier in this video. I also want to go to the Rhinelander in Wisconsin to see the hodag, or statues of the hodag, I guess. But yeah, because of quarantine, I can't go too far. That's why those dreams are local. Hopefully I'll get to them though this fall. I'd like to go out somewhere before winter. So, nothing yet. This is turning very Blair Witch. Yeah, look how dark it is now.
Ooh. Scary. Oh,
You look scary.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I had one more question that I'm going to answer in here since you saw how dark it was getting. The question is, if you were a ghost, where would you haunt? That's a good one. And it's really hard too, because haunting's forever. How can you just choose one place? But I guess my two options would either be Wizard's Quest in Wisconsin Dells. You got fantasy elements, there's always something going on. You could move around to the different lands of fire and water and air and all that, depending on how the day takes you. Downside, lots of kids. The other place I would choose, same downside, Disneyland. I mean, the obvious choice is Haunted Mansion, but I mean, I'll haunt. It's a small world. It's fine. Okay, so we've been out here for a little bit. We haven't seen anything, not even a train. So we are gonna get going because we actually have a campsite to head to still tonight. So I will say goodnight here. Bye.